I think that Rey and Daisy Ridley as an actress, I think she has a lot of, and she showed it in the movie, there's a lot of aggression there. So if we reach a point in the films where she is going in to tap into the dark side, that's going to be really, really effective. Which, of course, brings us to the end of the film. And we'll jump ahead to when Rey arrives and that last moment with Luke. And she pulls the lightsaber out and goes to hand it to him. The only thing that I would have wanted, I didn't need Luke to say anything. And I'm totally fine with having Luke not say anything and just being there for that brief shot because it had so much power to it. The only thing I may have wanted to see was Luke maybe force grab the lightsaber out of his hand or walk over to her and close her hand around it like saying, "This is yours." Didn't need to do that. Would have been cool. But I thought the ending and bringing Luke in right there at the end was a fantastic finish. And JJ was right. It really is an all-encapsulating movie. I mean, if it's just that movie, you could easily just go and deduce that they found Luke, they destroyed the Starkiller base, and now Luke will be there to go and battle these guys and done. But that's not what's going to happen because we all know that we are getting an episode 8. And that's where I want to go now and just briefly talk about where are we going in the state of the galaxy. So you got to go back to the movie and map out what has happened now. And some pretty significant events have now played out that really set the stage for an Empire Strikes Back-esque second act, right? Because Lawrence Kasdan's been involved in this and set the stage and handed this off to Rian Johnson, but they're obviously following the formula of the original trilogy. And as Lawrence Kasdan said in writing Empire Strikes Back, the second act of a play is always when all hell breaks loose. And so in The Force Awakens, the First Order has gone and destroyed the New Republic. Again, the Republic had moved to the Hosnian system off of Coruscant, and that speech given by Hux was basically saying, this is our rise to power. We're going to show the New Republic our strength by wiping them out. So they destroy the Senate, they destroy the New Republic forces, and now the First Order basically has the ability to go and start taking over the galaxy. So I believe that if we don't pick up directly after this one ends, then we'll flash forward. Rey will have been into her training for a while, and the First Order will have gone and spread its reach, and it'll begin taking over star systems. Or if they start it right after this one, then it is the First Order in their expanding and going in and seeing them taking over star systems with nobody there to stop them apart from the Resistance, which has now become, a pitiful little band, right? Because Leia even said in the book, Leia said she went to the Senate because she wanted the Senate's help and the Senate wouldn't help them. And she didn't want to wait for the Senate to go and get stuff done, which is why she started the Resistance. So now we have just a battle between the Resistance and the First Order, which sets it up really in the same vein of the original trilogy of the Empire versus the Rebels. And now we have good side versus bad side in numbers being able to battle each other. You still have Hux. You still have Phasma, who was underutilized in the movie, I thought. But hopefully we'll get more of her in 8. You have Kylo Ren, who now has new motivation. He's killed his father. He's wounded his face. He's going to get a new helmet because he left it on Starkiller Base. And you have Snoke, who we still don't know about, who wants to complete Kylo's training. So they have served up on a silver platter the makings of, I think, an even more compelling and interesting movie, much in the same way Empire Strikes Back does. And think about that for a moment. For as much as we all like The Force Awakens, and I'm even making it my favorite movie, The Empire Strikes Back was still our favorite movie from the original trilogy, and now they have set up a scenario to give us an Empire Strikes Back-esque second act. How cool is that? Pretty cool, because so far Star Wars has made history. At the moment, it is flying towards a record $246 to $254 million opening. Right now, Disney made $100 million from the film in 21 hours. By Sunday, The Force Awakens will beat or come close to beating the entire domestic runs of the last two Hobbit movies that were released over the last two Decembers. This movie has become a force in and of itself and is breaking box office records everywhere, which is really cool to see. And again, this goes back to the societal reaction around it. The recipe was just right. People are so cynical right now. And I'm not going to get into the politics of it. I'm going to avoid it. But right now in the country, even with the holidays here, everybody is looking for an escape from all of the nonsense daily on TV. And Disney and Lucasfilm and J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy have served up the antidote right now for all that cynicism with this wonderful Star Wars movie. And people are going to going out in droves and are going to be seeing it again and again and again. Star Wars is back, and it's going to be even bigger now than it was going into this movie. So there you go. That wraps up my review, my breakdown of Star Wars The Force Awakens. And the cool thing now is that, kind of like the movie, now that we've gone through it, now that we've all experienced it, we can head into the next podcast in breaking down moments and talking about, what I liked the most about it over repeat viewings and listening to everybody else talk about it. It is so cool to be a part of this emotional event. And I just want to thank you for taking time out and listening to this podcast. Again, if you ever want to drop me an email, talkshownerd@gmail.com. Talkshownerd@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter, JON, @JohnJustice. Subscribe to it on iTunes. If you don't already, look for The John Justice Show and My Nerd World. Now I need to go check movie times because I want to go and watch the movie again. So until next week, may the Force be with you always.